This is Bill Bullard with RCAF USA, the voice of the independent cattle producer in the United States of America. Well, from all of us here at RCAF USA, we hope that each and every one of you have a safe and enjoyable 4th of July celebration and weekend. And speaking of celebrations, RCAF USA will be celebrating its 20th annual national convention this year in Deadwood, South Dakota, August 15th and 16th. And featured again will be Tomi Lahren from Fox News, who will be talking about country of origin labeling. You won't want to miss that. Our convention unofficially starts on the 14th for those who want to participate in a private property rights workshop that's hosted by Angus McIntosh of the Range Allotment Owners Association. So then the official start of the convention will be August 15th, and it will be kicked off by well-known rancher and attorney from Wyoming, Tracy Hunt, who is an expert on the Global Roundtable for Sustainable Beef. That will be an eye-opener for many producers when you hear the truth behind this Global Roundtable for Sustainable Beef effort. And then we're going to start talking about antitrust. And Dr. Diana Moss, the president of the American Antitrust Institute, will be with us again to talk about the current situation of antitrust cases in U.S. agriculture. Now, Dr. Moss was instrumental in helping RCAF USA get started on the litigation that we have recently filed, the historic litigation, an antitrust case against the 4 largest meat packers. Then we're going to hear from a local packer in South Dakota who's working to get USA beef into USA public schools. And then we will talk about our checkoff case. We have David Maraskin, our attorney, who will give an update on the litigation status of our beef checkoff case that has now been expanded to 15 states. Next, we're going to move into the Fed cattle cartel litigation, and we will have the attorneys that are representing RCAF and the class in this class action antitrust case in which we allege the 4 largest beef packers have conspired to artificially reduce cattle prices. That will be an extremely interesting event for all cattle producers who wish to participate. And then we're going to talk about the impact of globalization and trade reforms that are necessary to correct the problems that we have been experiencing for years. And to make that presentation, we have Zach Model from Atlas Tools in Chicago. Now, Zach has firsthand experience as to how globalization has harmed his industry, and he's been working with us through the Coalition for Prosperous America, so he will be an exciting speaker to listen to. The next day, on Friday, August 15th, we have a featured event, Women in Ranching, and we have Chris Stewart, owner of the 96 Ranch in Nevada, who's going to talk about her efforts to meet with the president in order to curb the wildfire problems that they've been experiencing in the southwestern part of the United States. And then we're going to hear from Brian O'Shaughnessy, who is the owner of Revere Copper Products, and he's a return speaker to RCAF and always well enjoyed. And he's going to talk about what we don't know about trade and its impact on both your country and your cattle. And then we're going to talk about the Made in America movement. In fact, we had the last flatware manufacturer left in the United States, Greg Owens from New York. And he is the owner of Sherrill Manufacturing / Liberty Tabletop. And what cattle producers are going to find is that the interests of manufacturers are very, very similar to the interests of U.S. cattle producers. Then we move into a discussion and report on the animal identification issue. Recall, the U.S. government is currently trying to force radio frequency identification ear tags on every cattle producers without even going through a public notice and comment period. And then we will have a livestock marketing panel featuring local auction yards, and there will be several of them talking about how these auction yards continue to be the primary price discovery tool for our industry. In fact, they are instrumental in maintaining the competitiveness of our U.S. cattle industry, particularly when we compare our industry to sister industries like the hog and poultry industry that no longer have such a vibrant and robust competitive marketing structure. In the evening of Friday is the featured event. Tomi Lahren of FOX News is going to give a presentation and do a book signing, and she will be talking about country of origin labeling. She's passionate about country of origin labeling, and she's our champion. She has a national platform to help us. With that, we're out of time. We hope you have a happy 4th of July. Thank you and goodbye.